And hello, everybody. I hope that I'm okay. I have reshuffled a lot since last time and redone some stuff as well. But hopefully, everything's okay, that people can still hear me and everything is working as well as it should do. Uh, but again, hello everybody and welcome to this live stream. Again, we are continuing with the animation, and before we do that, I'd like to just everyone to have just a focus on the lovely picture that's in the screen right now. This is done by none other than my dear friend Captain Marlex over at Instagram. I really like this picture. She did this like a long time ago, and as I was doing reshuffling and redoing stuff for the live stream today, I thought, I'm just gonna change up a stuff. I'm just gonna change up. I'm just gonna do some nice things. And this is from one of the D&D characters that that I have played with, which I still enjoy, still love so much. I've really enjoyed playing them a lot. But before we go on and go to the animation, I'm just gonna scooch up a bit. Yes, I am still in my kitchen. It's still very echoey, but we have different lighting right now. I've scrambled up some lighting, and hopefully it looks a little bit better now when we are doing this. And my computer is still dying. But before we go on, I released on Instagram, my own Instagram, created underline arts underline John, this animation, which is what we have accomplished so far. And looking at this sort of animation really helps me understanding a little bit, as well as going like, oh, this maybe need to change, maybe we need to look at these sort of stuff. But so far I'm really enjoying this. Now we're gonna do the in-betweens. You can see the lines on the top, which is counting how many frames we should have until the next key. So each and every, like, to explain how I animate is that I go with key poses from one key to second key, and depending how many keys that scene needs, anything that needs to have either a change of expression, a change of what am I saying? A change of anything that has to do with the with the animation, movement, speech, action, that sort of stuff. So yeah, I do not know what else to say, but that is the animation so far, and we are going to continue doing the same animation and do the in-betweens. Last time again I did some check-ins and that sort of check-ins. I did some checks, and also I'm gonna talk about a lot of other stuff today as well. And I realized that my animation paper has gotten something on it. Damn it! It has been a chaotic day actually, but I'm gonna just transport us to this one instead. So let's begin with the good parts. Let's go back to the good part. You can see right now the light is so much better. We're a little bit closer to the animation as well. So now you have a more positive. No, need to be able to speak. Now you are closer to seeing the animation after this happening as well. So that is at least something good. Now I need to change the animation paper because it has gotten some sort of grease on it. Now it's not that visible when I look at it, but I rather want to have clear ones instead. So we're just gonna use this first hour to just do some part of the animation, mostly the faces, and try to get them cleaned up a bit. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Was that the plan all along? Oh, probably. So is anyone thinking that I'm rehearsing anything that I do? Of course not, Jesus Christ. I didn't look at my animation paper that I had. But we're gonna start with this one because that was the one that was functioning well. If you come this far into the video, and if you are new here, welcome. Have a relaxing time. Sit down. You can join me drawing as well. Or you can sit and enjoy this in your background. Or you can join and start talking to me. I love last session that we had was really, really good. There was a couple of people that came in, and for the last hour we had a couple of people up and running. Started talking a little bit and that, and this and that. I haven't increased my speech. Oh, I probably need to change t-shirt as well because I realized I am quite hot. I also realized that why is this one there? That's interesting. Hold on. Now we're gonna go to the start. That's interesting. This is what we are going to do. We're gonna take away that one. I noticed that I had some sort of text underneath there. And it was a repair for, I was changing the handles on the Instagram handle. But that was the old one, and for some weird reason it didn't want to registrate as words on a screen. So right now we're just gonna go and try to fix the face up for the moment. And then I'm gonna go and find the other animation papers and fix those. We are going to do some of these in-betweens here. So for example, the jacket there are two frames that's gonna be coming up here, which are going to be the jacket here. It's gonna pull up as well as the cheese pulling together. Also, my lovely eraser. Right now I'm hoping, because I have this tendency, of course, of leaning my head in too far and obscuring what I'm doing. But right now it's quite good because, again, new lighting makes me happy, at least. Makes people actually see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna put the eraser here. Take a cup of coffee. Ah, delicious. We're also using an H2 pen to get those easy lines in. Fix the face a little bit, just take away some of the support lines. I can still see them. It's going to look much nicer on your end. Oh yeah. So where do I begin with what happened? First off, I was making some coffee, of course, as I did to all the live streams, and of course, I forgot to put the kettle in the bloody machine, so it starts leaking. Now, is it clear when it's leaking? Is it probable that I would have seen where it might start leaking? Absolutely not. Of course not. Why would it? Why is everything going to be easy? So as we going on, as I had a call with my sister, of course I realized that there's a big puddle of coffee on my floor. Luckily, it's not damaging anything, I hope. So I had to just quickly clean it up and make myself a new batch of coffee. And that's always lovely. So I started to deal with that. We're not going to have it that high up. We're going to take it down just a tiny bit as well. That's going to be somewhere about there. That seems more promising. So I had to deal with that, obviously. We're not going to forget also that was St. Patrick's Day yesterday. That was lovely. Now I'm partially Irish because my granddad was Irish, passed away 2017. But he was Irish. I was outlining a little bit. Make sure I get the function of the eyelids. Oh, it's not perfect. As I'm well going on, I can notice several things with the head as well. But we're just here to fill it in. Wonder if I should ease that one up instead. There's someone watching. Hello. Hello and welcome. at least got that face up. So what's the thought later on as well is that, as everyone can see again, we have 2 frames before we get to this one, which is the half one. So 2 frames gonna come up here, gonna show the jacket being pulled off. As well as they are getting something. My phone is exploding. Why is it exploding? We're just gonna have a check on the phone. Yeah. Send some meme to people. It's always fun. Now what we could do to help us with this one, because that's the final pose for the head, we can actually use this one as a guideline. That's what we're going to do. So just go through this one as well. Is from this one. You can see this is the half, 1, 2, and then second to second, which is this one, second to second, which will become the 2. So this is frame 2, 2, key 2, key 2. If that's not clear yet, so don't worry about it. Otherwise, you can always write the frame number as well. I just like to keep it quite clear to myself, because I am doing the animation. I like to just know that before this one it becomes the in-between. Either you can write it as a 1, but I like to go towards a keyframe. So this one would be 2, 2, 2. And this is 2. 2, 2, 2. Now, also what I like about this paper, now this is a light board as well, as I have been talking before, as I've been telling before. But what's lovely about this sort of paper is that it's quite thin, so the harder you draw these lines, the more you can see through the other paper. But sometimes it's just nice to be flipping about and seeing the upcoming animation. gross. I think what I want to do is to see that this one... No, it actually makes sense. I wanted to have movement of upwards as well. Most of the face done. And since we are going to this one as well, it's similar to that one. Gonna cheat that one. Oh no, we're not actually. I'm really thinking. But it's really not the same center, what I'm thinking of, as well as we're going through. So I just need to think.
Hold your horses.
So, but the plan is, again, where we will go piece by piece and get all the animation up, and then we will start scaling it, drawing, for instance, from here, most of the body is still in form, most of the body is not there, the hand, for example, hand of the gun, the body. So there's a lot of pieces that are still, it's still needing to be like fixed in, corrected. But what we also need to think is that I did this wrong. But when we started to get all the frames in, it's when we get to see all the movement just work. So for instance, from here to here, there are frames missing. And as you can see, I want it to go slow, fast, slow. So when we come to the gun, to re-eject, to inject and eject the magazine that's in the gun. To get the flow of animation. What we can see here right now is that if we're still gonna need to follow, this face needs to change as well as it is on this one. This needs to also change. What I do need, I've noticed as well, is that the chin is gonna be here. We're gonna just follow that part, and this part is going to be shaded. Scratching my arm. Did I take a cup? Cheers. Wow. Just have a check on something. Yeah, there was someone in here. I'm always surprised because last time again was very nice to have some people start talking. And again, I'm choosing this time because it's the best time after I've done so much other stuff during the day, and I get to eat, I get to talk to my sister in peace, I get to prepare, and then I just get to sit down and do some animation. Hopefully I get to continue doing this. And have this on repeat because this is very nice. And again, I was getting this question. First of all, always enjoy having those questions asked, but it came to oh, don't you want to be? You need to change the channel name so you actually get some people come to visit you, because I haven't uploaded something since 2000 or was it 7 years back? And I went, that's not really what I want though. I want to use this platform to, number one, do my animation, of course, and with that I do wonder, I'm gonna need to go and check the other animation as well, because I do think it's just racing, so it shouldn't be that high up. So as you may be seeing, either clear or unclear. The shoulder is racing up. I understand this shoulder, but I do not understand the other shoulder. As well as the sleeves and all that needs to also be fixed. I'm talking to myself. We're gonna have a check as well to when we're starting to get all the finalized pieces, that the nose doesn't escape, the eyes stay kinda in the same place. But I think I'm getting it down to 80 at least. So we're going to use you as a model. Back and forth too. For instance, you can kind of see the difference between the height, which is up here. So what we need to do is to make that just follow the height. That's the first thing. Maybe I just need to grab my other eraser as well. This is bad. I want it to be just a little higher up. Still use that piece. Always notice that one as well. Needs to be a little higher. That's what we do. We go through the animation, notice what we need to do, and we fix it. So what I kind of want to do is to have the eyes. Just making some guidelines. Oh, I'm going to fart. I'm so sorry. The eyes to kind of like focus already on that. Same. It feels like it's compressed. Even though it looked good on the animation, I do fear what I've done. Again, I don't have any sort of real guidelines apart from knowing what I'm looking for. That looks better, much better. Kind of see the animation. So maybe take a short break because I also realized that I probably need to go to the bathroom. But when we return, everything is about 10 minutes, but when we when we return, we're going to fill in these two to get to here, and we are going to fill in this one between here and here, get sort of the movement corrected. And we are going to fill in this one and this one. So we're going in between. So we have some sort of guideline at least. That's what we will do when I come back. So just gonna go over to please wait. And I'll see you in a bit. Yeah. Ta-ta. Right, and we have returned with some new paper. Haha. Lucky. So we do not have to worry anymore about what we need to do. We can just continue doing the animation. As I told before, we will do different sorts of keyframes. These two. Last one to this. And these two as well. So we get a nice flow in this part of the animation. So let's start from there. I was actually listening to some music, and I really miss having music here. I was struck before as well. Just gonna take a sip of coffee. Oh, delicious. I was gonna say something. I don't don't remember what I was going to say. Wrong side. Here we go. Fresh piece of paper. So what we are going to do is actually, I was thinking wrong. how I usually do this, to help me a little bit, is that is that I have the keyframe and the frame that is going to be in between. Now I will then choose the next one. So this will be 1, and we will call this one just up here 2. Circle this in, which will be frame 2 here. Then we'll do another one, which will be frame 3. What we are going to focus on is that the jacket goes up a bit. It starts from here, ends up here. We need to find the sort of in between, and as I can do, I can see the final line, which is just slightly here, and I can try to what we are trying to do is to get so it's an S curve. Kind of need to keep that S curve a little bit longer. It's a little bit steep, I think. Kind of continue to keep that. Shoulder somewhere about there. I'm just going step by step now to see where we end up. So I do think, no, I do think it's still too steep. Because if we are comparing it to that one, it's nearly up to completion. That's not really what we want. Still there. Kind of keep it there. Keep having the S4. That looks a little bit better. We're trying to also just keep that face. Because we don't have to move that head quite yet. We can have that they're blinking, moving their head later on. Stay in this. just a little bit longer. I don't have to worry about where I put the lines for the moment. Just so I put down some lines to guide me. My shoulder is also starting to come up just a little bit. I'm gonna stay in that position as long as we can. I'm accepting this outcome. trying to find all the credits and how it's supposed to move if I feel I need to rethink some, but I can't see it for the moment. I feel it's quite alright. I don't want the shoulder to be that tall though. Let's try to stay level 2 his shoulder for a little bit longer. Go with that. But we want enough movement to make it feel like something is happening to the jacket. Because the grease here is moving down. It's that one. What we want to do is to make it sort of transition a little bit. So we're gonna go towards that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna get some of the main features in as well, just because. I don't really have to worry about them later. Going to rougher details later on. I just want to have, so the body's gonna kind of stay in this position for a while, and then the other one we're going to be moving, or we're not actually. I'm thinking gonna stay on this one for a while. Okay. Now we are going to this. And do it. And do the 3. Let's see if this is the correct way. This is the way. Perfect. So now we need to follow this. Follow the second frame. And now become the 3rd. This is the final. So we're going to be, just for a second, so somewhere about there do I want to be. It's too close. I sense a feeling. Now we can go quite drastic, actually. We can go quite, I feel like we can go quite straight here and still have a little bit jack still visible. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That grease is gonna come. Now, need to rethink this one. No, something. What I noticed was that the hand wasn't where I wanted it to be. So you can look, the hand is over here. They're ready to be pulled out. So we need to think that it's going down instead, which makes it somehow easier. So we can go, yeah, let's not go like this instead. That makes, now it makes more sense. Here we go. Just making sure the sleeve is alright. I will go in detail later. down to the center thing. Such a hack, but I don't think it will. I think it will just sell the effect a little bit more. Let's come all the way up here. Just need to fix that nugget. All right. Okay. So, just to get that animation cleared up, we have done now 1, 2, 3.5. This was for the half one. So if we were to doing it in the wrong set of fingers. Now, is it perfect? Not really. But it gets us where we need to go. What I'm thinking. Nice. All right. second magic trick. This is now that we start to mix up all the animation. Those are the clean ones. This is the animations. Gonna take out that one. Just organizing the... No, that's not what we're gonna take out. I'm gonna take out this one. The magazine has been taken out. We're not going to follow the head. We are going to follow the money. And what we're focusing on is this one, which will be from 2.5. So this is 3. This would be 4, 5. 6. We can see on 2 on 2, 2 on 2. This is why it's always good to write them, because what was just shown as well was obviously there is a problem if you don't number them, going like, oh, which one is it? So always number your frames. So what I kinda want is to have the I just need to think. Exactly. To still be a little bit stretched. So this will be when the jacket goes back. Where I kinda want to still have it at that full stretched. I'm kind of just following the lapel. Kind of focusing on the hand where I need it to be. This is also what's going to be the wrist. sort of final tug to the jacket. This hand started to move as well, so we can actually start doing that as well. But just a slight rise. Try to create tension just where I need it to be. Super nice follow. Let's have a look. know what I start missing? When people came out last time, it was nice to talk to somebody. And I probably said it. I do not know if I completed the sentence or not, but I'll say it again. I wish I had some sort of music. I can put on music on my own, and you can put music on your own as well. But it's always nice to listen to music like together, so you understand what sort of music inspires me to. So you understand which one I'm listening to. You know what? This isn't bad. I like this. There is obviously some grease and creases that needs to be fixed, but it, when I'm looking at it later on as well, it might just help. Might just help with the selling the effect of movement. Having a double check here. All right. Quite like this. Yeah, I like this. It's not that bad. Have myself a little bit of cup. If you have arrived this far into the video and seen the most of it, I have a question for you. This is like, oh, pay attention now. Pay attention. Did you celebrate St. Patrick's Day yesterday? I did. I took an Irish coffee in the morning. I had a hint left of whiskey. So I thought, I can enjoy this. And I did. Right, so answer down in the comments. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So to understand where we are for the moment. First, jacket, face. So now the jacket is now that has started to come down a bit. Violet lift here, so we're not going to have that actually, we're just going to keep it sort of straight instead. We're not going to make the magazine that broad. Just having a little bit of a double check. I'm going to check something. See if I have missed anything. Magazine, precisely. What I haven't done here is I haven't done from 2 and 2 to here, which I don't need that many keys for because it still is movement. So I'm not going to. I'm gonna fill that one in as well as I go to get the right speed that I want it to be. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this one. What's going to happen is that we're going to make the in-between from key 2 this is 2 to 1 to 3. Should it be? I don't know why it stands wrong, but it doesn't matter. I probably said something before, yeah. Notice what I read, but I do this. So I want the in between from this one, which is this one, this one, this one, here. That one I want to do. Because now we're turning towards. That will be the most. That will be a little bit more interesting. Because I do not want to move the head. I want to have still have the head. I still want to have the head quite visible here. Right, let's start with that one. Let's start to count frames, shall we? Kind of far away. So we have 1. We have 2. We have 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would say 11. 9, 10, 11. This will be 12. If I counted wrong, yay for me, I guess. So we're gonna have an arc like this. Shoulders here, shoulders there, shoulders there, there. Now we need to create like so, like so. I'm gonna just trying to see where kind of the midpoint will be. I won't put the hand there. It's quite far down. I'm not talking that much. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Face kind of stays down there. Starting to move. Move. Stretch and tug, stretch and tug. Right. 12. So I can have a check. My phone goes viral. You know what? It looks goddamn nice. Right, so what we are also going to do is scratching my head a little bit and then coming forward. I sometimes forget that this microphone is right there, but I'm just talking out into the ether. And thank God I have a good microphone as well. It's been with me for, it's been a while. Right, so we have done these. That's very nice. It's done 12. Just gonna take one of these now. So 12, 13, 14, which is this one. I'm just gonna do it like this, 14. So I know for myself, 14, 15. And this one will be 16. Now, as well as again, this one for the 12th frame for my camera, that I shoot this with. This is now 1 second. So all of these in between, both these in-betweens and all these stuff that happens here, it's going to last a second. That's what I have to think about when I shoot with my camera to get the effects later on. I also have a sound effect that is going to be in between these ones as well. But this one will be 16, and our reach is to be near to 2 seconds, 1.8. And so far I think we are doing quite well. And the ejection should be a separate animation. Da, 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 da. That is the one we are going to have in between. 16 to 3. It's when they reach for the gun, for the gun. We're gonna take a short break for about 10 minutes. And we do the final stretch. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. All right, we continue. Fresh cup of coffee in my hand. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. As I was saying, we're gonna do the in-between 16. We're gonna get close to getting the mag inside. What I do feel is that we are going to get quite close. So we have the shoulder here. We want to have the hand, since it is the second to last, I want to have it somewhere probably just, yeah, here. Here would be nice. Just drawing it quite light. Also going forward. Mm. What I remember liking about this one is that this part was not connected to the shoulder, made it look and feel different. That's what I kind of want to stay with. So we just present the face and the body. Let's shift the feel of stay there, because then it has a nice movement on the lapel to get closer as well. So those parts. Yeah, cool. So we have 16 over here. Sit. Yeah. Here we are. Here we are. One, two, three, four. Awesome. Hell yeah. All right. Very good. Very good. And what we are going to do is that we are going to make the special effect, which is the two hands coming together, which would be this part right here. So from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 is the frame that we need to do. Now I also counted that we are not reaching that. We're probably reaching 2 seconds if we're doing the final, because this one would be the 24th. If I haven't counted wrong, it's a possibility that I have. But this one, this, did I say? So this one is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22. No, I was thinking wrong. I started to get tired.
Maybe, just a little bit, Maybe. It's a possibility.
So it's the 22nd. So you can see, just take away this one. You can see that the two hands are sort of jamming into one another to make an equal force to go. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have that one, have the gun already in position. We're also going to have the face, also going to have the shoulder. make squares just it's going to do as well. That we are going to do a simple double trick. Fool of the eye. Basically, we're gonna cheat a smear. I had a right thought, but we're going to make it smoother. Right, exactly. We're not gonna design the gun. Reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun, for the gun. What I'm trying to do is to clean out some of the action lines as well. Right. So the thought is quite simple. Having an action line in between. Action line is a smear to fool the eye of quick movement. Just now also just focus on the right hand. Now obviously there's several things that needs to be tricked and fixed, but nothing that cannot be done. Nothing that cannot be done as we go along. Cool. All right. So, how many frames do we have for the moment? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 frames, 20 more. Trying to do what we have accomplished so far. So it's kind of what we started with. The ammunition girl, they're looking. Now obviously I'm having the camera from up here, but I'm looking sideways, so I see a little bit more, but I'm always also trying to figure out what will be the best for you all to see. That is what we started. And we have the 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just jumping that ship as well. Ammunition is coming up. Nice. And from here, we did some more. This one, this one, this one, this one. See if we can flip that one too. We can flip it in the end. So, yeah, that's what we have done. And all of this again, animation is always taking time. And this is what I always enjoy. The process of seeing something slowly but surely becoming finished. I'm just gonna click over to this one. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here and have a little chat. Hello. And yeah. So if you reached this far, thank you so much for watching. I had no one on the stream. Some people came in and started looking, were curious, but in the end, it's I'm never forcing anyone to look at my stuff. It's for your own entertainment. It's for my entertainment as well. So we've gotten some in-betweens done. We will continue with this next time. Next time will be Sunday. And we'll see, because I'm going out on a party as well. And I'm gonna be hungover. So it's gonna be very nice to sit down and do some animation later on as well. Yeah. But I do this Wednesdays. And I do these... I do this on Wednesday, and I do this on Sundays as well, because of too many reasons. It's just those days I have decided. Do they have anything specific? No. And if you do feel like you have any, I mean, if you have any requests, please do tell me. Please do. I can't do everything, but it's quite nice to know which time people enjoy seeing animation, or seeing the live stream, or talking to me. It all depends. But we have lives, don't we? All of us do. And as long as I get to do animation, I'm all good. Because this is a process that is the fun part. And of course, sometimes when it's also finished. Of course, because then you see your labor of your work. But, yes. Alright, we reached the end of this stream. It's quite short. We got quite far. And what we are going to do is... I'm gonna end it here. Please, 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 if you have reached all the way here, like and subscribe for more of this. Leave a comment on any other videos that you see, or this one. It helps me if it's this one. Please also check out the Instagram creative_arts_John. And also, this lovely picture that is on the front. It's Captain Malex on Instagram. Captain Malex_arts. So yeah, without further ado, yeah, that's it. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining for the short seconds. Or thank you so much for reaching this far into the video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share. And above all, keep on drawing. I'll see you all next time. Bye!